Hold on to your seats, because the final payment boost of 2025 is here. If you're among the millions of Americans receiving Social Security benefits, this video contains critical information about your April payment schedule that you absolutely need to know. With recent changes and adjustments to payment dates, you can't afford to miss this update, especially if you're counting on SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits to arrive on time. Are you worried about when your April benefits will hit your account, wondering if the payment dates have changed, or maybe you're confused about how the recent cost of living adjustment affects your benefits? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Before we dive into the complete April payment schedule, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's start with the big picture of what's happening with Social Security benefits in April 2025. The Social Security Administration has recently announced the complete payment schedule, and there are some important details you need to know about. Whether you're receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Veterans Affairs, VA, benefits, this information affects your financial planning for the month ahead. First, let's address the elephant in the room, the final payment boost of the year. Thanks to the cost of living adjustment, COLA, implemented earlier this year, beneficiaries are seeing increased payment amounts. This April schedule reflects these adjusted payments, ensuring that recipients continue to receive their enhanced benefits as we move through 2025. For our SSI recipients, here's some crucial information. April's payment schedule follows a slightly different pattern due to the way weekends and federal holidays fall this year. The standard SSI payment date is typically the first of each month, but when that falls on a weekend or holiday, payments are moved to the nearest business day before. This means some of you might receive your payments earlier than expected. Speaking of SSDI benefits, the April schedule is particularly important because it follows the regular Social Security retirement payment schedule. Your payment date depends on your birth date, and I'll break this down in detail to ensure you know exactly when to expect your deposit. This system helps the Social Security Administration manage the massive volume of payments efficiently while ensuring everyone receives their benefits in a timely manner. For our veterans receiving VA benefits, April brings some specific considerations. The VA has coordinated with the Social Security Administration to ensure smooth delivery of benefits, and I'll explain how this affects those of you receiving both VA and Social Security benefits. Now, let's dive into the specific payment dates for April 2025. For SSI recipients, your payment will be deposited on specific date. This date ensures you'll have access to your funds right at the beginning of the month, allowing for better financial planning and bill payment scheduling. For SSDI beneficiaries, here's the breakdown based on your birth date. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of the month, expect your payment on the 2nd Wednesday of April. Those born between the 11th and 20th will receive their payments on the 3rd Wednesday, and if your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment will arrive on the 4th Wednesday of April. Veterans receiving VA benefits should mark their calendars for specific date in April. The VA has maintained its commitment to ensuring timely payments, and this schedule allows for proper processing and distribution of benefits. Let's talk about what makes this April particularly significant. As we approach the middle of 2025, we're seeing the full impact of the latest COLA increase. This adjustment has helped beneficiaries keep pace with inflation, and April's payments reflect these important changes. Understanding how these adjustments affect your monthly benefit amount is crucial for effective financial planning. Have you noticed how the COLA increase has affected your monthly budget? Share your experience in the comments below. One aspect that's particularly important this April is the coordination between different benefit programs. For those of you receiving multiple types of benefits, such as both SSI and SSDI, or Social Security and VA benefits, the payment schedule has been carefully coordinated to ensure smooth delivery of all your benefits. Let's address a common concern: direct deposit versus paper checks. While the vast majority of beneficiaries now receive their payments through direct deposit, some still receive paper checks. If you're still getting paper checks, I strongly recommend considering the switch to direct deposit. It's more secure, faster, and eliminates the risk of lost or stolen checks. Security is another crucial aspect to discuss. With the rise in scam attempts targeting Social Security beneficiaries, it's essential to stay vigilant, especially around payment dates. Remember, the Social Security Administration will never call you asking for personal information or demanding payment. All official communications about your benefits will come through mail unless you've specifically signed up for electronic communications. Have you or someone you know ever encountered a Social Security scam? Share your experience to help others stay safe. Now, let's talk about what to do if your payment doesn't arrive as scheduled. While the Social Security Administration has a highly reliable payment system, occasional delays can occur. The first step is to wait at least 3 business days after the scheduled payment date before taking action. If your payment still hasn't arrived, contact the Social Security Administration directly through their official channels. For those of you who receive your benefits through a representative payee, the April schedule remains the same, but it's important to maintain open communication with your payee about when funds will be available. This ensures smooth management of your benefits and helps avoid any confusion or delays in accessing your funds. Planning ahead for your April benefits is crucial. Consider setting up automatic bill payments that align with your benefit deposit dates. This can help you manage your finances more effectively and ensure your essential expenses are covered as soon as your benefits arrive. Let's discuss some important reminders about benefit amounts. Remember that your April payment might be different from previous months if you've had any changes in your situation, such as changes in other income, living arrangements, or marital status. It's essential to report any such changes to the Social Security Administration promptly to avoid any issues with your benefits. For those of you who are working while receiving benefits, April is a good time to review your earnings for the year so far. Make sure you're staying within the earnings limits if applicable to your situation, as exceeding these limits could affect your benefit amounts. Medicare beneficiaries should note that April's payment will reflect any changes in Medicare premiums for 2025. If you're enrolled in Medicare, your premium is typically deducted from your Social Security benefit before it's deposited, so understanding these deductions helps you better manage your monthly budget. Looking ahead, it's important to understand how this April payment schedule fits into the broader picture of your annual benefits. As we move through 2025, staying informed about any changes or adjustments to the payment schedule helps you maintain financial stability and avoid any surprises. For those of you new to receiving Social Security benefits, April might be one of your first payments. Understanding the schedule now will help you plan better for the months ahead. Remember that your first payment might be larger than subsequent payments if it includes any back pay you're entitled to. International beneficiaries should note that April's payment schedule remains the same regardless of where you live, but bank processing times may vary by country. If you're living abroad, it's important to factor in these potential processing delays when planning your monthly expenses. Let's talk about some practical tips for maximizing your benefits. April is an excellent time to review your budget and ensure you're making the most of your benefit payments. Consider setting aside a portion of your payment for emergency expenses, and look into any additional benefits or assistance programs you might be eligible for. For those of you receiving SSI, remember that your resource limits haven't changed. April is a good time to review your assets and ensure you're staying within these limits to maintain your eligibility. This includes checking your bank accounts, investments, and other resources that count toward the SSI limit. SSDI recipients should keep in mind that April marks another month in your benefit period. If you're attempting to return to work, make sure you're tracking your trial work period months carefully. This helps you maintain your benefits while testing your ability to work. Veterans receiving VA benefits alongside Social Security should review their combined benefits to ensure they're maximizing their entitlements. April's payment schedule shows how these different benefits can work together to provide comprehensive support. Looking at the technological side, the Social Security Administration's online services continue to improve. April is an excellent time to ensure you have a My Social Security account set up. This online portal allows you to track your payments, update your information, and access important documents whenever you need them. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to April's payment schedule, let's recap the most important points. Remember your specific payment dates based on your benefit type and birth date. Stay vigilant against scams, and keep track of any changes that might affect your benefit amount. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might need this information. Subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security benefits, and hit that notification bell to stay informed about any changes or updates to payment schedules.